Bruce Lee is universally recognized as a martial arts icon, but his influence extends far beyond his physical prowess and on-screen charisma. His profound philosophical contributions have had a lasting impact on martial arts, transforming not just how people train and fight, but also how they think. About martial arts as a way of life, Lee's philosophy was deeply rooted in his understanding of self-expression, freedom, and the rejection of dogma ideas that continue to inspire martial artists and thinkers alike. Bruce Lee's philosophical outlook was shaped by a combination of Eastern and Western thought. He was well-versed in Taoism, Zen Buddhism, and Confucianism, as well as the writings of Western philosophers such as Jiddu Krishnamurti, Friedrich Nietzsche, and Alan Watts. These diverse influences helped Lee develop a unique perspective that emphasized the importance of fluidity, adaptability, and self-realization. Central to Lee's philosophy was the concept of using no way as way, having no limitation as limitation. This idea, drawn from Taoist principles, encouraged martial artists to transcend rigid techniques and styles, focusing instead on what worked best. In a given situation, Lee believed that true mastery in martial arts could only be achieved by freeing oneself from the constraints of tradition and embracing an open-minded, adaptable approach. Bruce Lee's creation of Jeet Kune Do (JKD) was a direct manifestation of his philosophical beliefs. Unlike traditional martial arts that were built on fixed forms and techniques, Jeet Kune Do was formless, dynamic, and focused on efficiency. Lee described it as the art of fighting without fighting, where the goal was not to adhere to a particular style, but to express oneself fully and honestly. In combat, in JKD, Lee emphasized the importance of intercepting an opponent's movements both physically and mentally. This concept mirrored his broader philosophical stance on life, to remain fluid and adaptable, ready to respond to whatever challenges arise, by encouraging martial artists to absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and add what is uniquely their own. Lee pushed the boundaries of what martial arts could be, turning it into a path of self-discovery and personal growth. One of the most revolutionary aspects of Bruce Lee's philosophy was his rejection of the rigid structures that dominated traditional martial arts. He famously criticized the classical mess of martial arts schools that prioritized form over function. Lee argued that adhering strictly to a particular style or system limited a martial artist's potential, making them inflexible and predictable in real-world situations. Lee's approach was revolutionary because it challenged the notion that tradition alone could lead to mastery. He believed that martial arts should evolve and adapt, just as the practitioner must evolve and adapt. This philosophy resonated with a generation of martial artists who sought more practical